So we're going to go ahead and get started. And so this is a different kind of call, like a team call tonight. Becca, you've done a power hour. Terry, you have not, but I am recording it. So like if you guys, like if your coaches or something can't be on here, then I'll share the recording. But I love a live power hour because I think that a lot of coaches just say, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. But honestly, in the beginning, you really can work this business in an hour. You have to be, smart with your time, and you can totally get sucked in to conversations, to scrolling on Facebook. But like, I want to show you guys tonight that you can have a true power hour in your business. Now, obviously me, where I'm at, like, just there's so many coaches on our team, and I lead team trainings and things like that. Like, I obviously invest more time into this business now, and I love it. I'm not complaining. I love it. But like in your first 5-6 months to a year, you can totally do this business in an hour. And so, at least do the basics of this business in an hour. So that's what we're going to get started with doing. First of all, I wanted to say again, I posted this on our team page today. Hey, Becca, would you just post in our team page that the call is open and just tell them, like our call is live and we're doing our power hour, please. But I posted in our team page today about the 3-day refresh. It's on sale. So guys, I shared with you the email that I sent to my customers. That's a good thing. I definitely be talking about that. Even if people don't buy a challenge, there is the challenge pack, the 3-day refresh challenge pack. But even if they don't buy a challenge pack, if somebody buys a 3-day refresh, that's volume, that's commission, that's helping your business. And, there are a lot of challenge packs too. If you're starting a challenge group after Thanksgiving, a lot of those challenge packs come with a 3-day refresh too. So that's a really good deal and a good way to kickstart people's progress and their program after the Thanksgiving holiday. And so, if you haven't done it, do it yourself if you want to. You don't have to. But I know that when I do them, people ask me a lot of questions about it. I just shared with my customers in that email one of my blog posts that I had written about doing a 3-day refresh, which was like a long time ago. But still, it just gives people an idea of what it is. So that 3-day refresh is a good thing. But now we are going to, and the way this is going to work is I'm going to talk, and you guys can talk too, share ideas, ask questions, whatever. But what I'm going to do is we're going to have like a series of posts, kind of like a to-do list, and I'm going to post it in our team page. And so it's kind of going to be like an assignment. And whenever you get finished with it, just comment on the post and share any tips that you have, any examples of scripts that you might have. But I gave you guys that assignment to write, have your image ready, know kind of who you are going to invite. Make a list of people that you can invite. Are you inviting to a challenge group? Are you using your event to invite people? Are you inviting to coaching? Just know what you're inviting to. And then obviously have a way of tracking. So as we go through this, as we invite tonight, as we connect with people, have a way to keep up with it and to track it and make sure that you are keeping up with what you are doing. So this first post, I'm going to write post number 1 in our team page. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go ahead and post this. But it starts off by talking about tracking. But this first assignment is just going to be connecting with people. So as a coach, in our power hour, every single day, we should be connecting with people. So right now, I want you guys to go, and I want you to just to kind of, you can scroll through, see who's online right now. You can see those green dots to the side. But go through and connect with at least 5 people right now. And this will take some time, so we're going to stop and start here. But your first assignment is to connect with 5 people, okay? And you can do that by, inviting them to your event page and then sending them a message and saying something like, hey girl, I just wanted you to know I invited you to this post-Thanksgiving challenge group that I'm running. We are going to really focus on our nutrition hardcore for a few weeks, enjoy our holiday treats, but really end the year stronger than we started. Would you be interested in doing that? You can connect by just sending somebody a message and saying, Hey, I just wanted you to know I love, like, there's this example here in this post. I wanted to tell you how adorable you are and how much I love those sunglasses you had on in that picture. I've been dying for some new ones, and I just want to say they were cute. Have a good day. Hope to talk to you soon. So make 5 connections. It can be like a direct invite or just a, hey, girl, how are you doing? What's going on? Okay. So let's all do that. And when you get done, just comment that you're done below that post. And if you want to share an example, I'll share an example of one that I'm about to send, and we'll move on to the next one. If anybody has any questions or ideas or anything while we're doing this, just talk because you're not muted. Let's see. One thing to make sure that you go to their page before you send them a message, because you just don't know what's going on in people's lives. And I've messed up before, haven't I, Becca? I said some stupid stuff. Yeah. Like, I just went to this girl's page and it said in big bold letters, I need a place to stay ASAP. She probably wouldn't be real interested in joining the challenge group. Okay, so this is like a hey girl message. I'm just going to post it in the thing. Just a connection, somebody I hadn't talked to in a long time. And so, like what we do is about connecting with people. It's not, like Terry shared that today about somebody saying about how people are always trying to sell you something. And that's so true. It's so true. And as coaches, like, I don't want us to be those people. Like, I want us to really connect with people, invest in them, and people know when you're genuine. So, as you're sending these messages, just make sure it's genuine. Just comment on whatever truly moves you. Like, I'm not going to send somebody a message and say, hey, you look awesome today, when they really don't. I'm just not going to do that. So be genuine and just, connect in that manner. And that goes a long way. And this is one of those things that's so easy to do. It takes like 5 minutes and it goes a really long way. And I think that a lot of people just skip over it. They jump straight into the invites. They just, and just skip that connection part. But it's really what builds trust in people. Does anybody struggle with this part, or is it pretty easy? This is the fun part for me. Like, I love to connect. Freya.
Hey.
Catching up. You with us?
Yeah, I'm sending messages right now.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll keep doing that. And I'm going to, let's see.
I have trouble connecting sometimes because I don't see something in their page that I always go with the kids, like, oh, your kids are precious. Yeah. I have a 15-month-old and
yeah. So one thing I really do, and this is a genuine, like one message I send to a lot of people is I will, find somebody, I'll go to their page. And if they are pretty positive, if they're not like slamming Trump haters or whatever, like they're just not all negative on Facebook, like I will send them a message and I'll say, you know what? Like social media can be so negative, but your page just always makes me smile. Or I'll say like, you're always smiling and you look so happy. And it's just so joyful to see that on Facebook and when there's so much negativity. And I just say something like that. And that's true. Like all the negativity like turns me off. I don't care what camp you're in. It just makes me crazy. And so that's something I will send. Or, like people that I haven't seen in forever. Hey, how you doing? Your pictures of your family are great. You look awesome. What have you been up to? Or it just doesn't have to be. I think we kind of overcomplicate it and we worry about what they think our intentions are. But if your intention is truly just to connect and to be positive, I think that they get that, And so, the next thing, how do you turn that into an invitation? Typically, when you start a conversation like that, people are going to, you end it with a question always, like, how old are your kids? Where are you working now? Or where did you get that shirt? Or, if you send a happy birthday message, that's a really good way to connect. Like I sent one today that said, hey, how you doing? Happy birthday. What do you guys have big plans today? And she messaged me back and she was like, we're going to a junior high ball game. And I was like, hashtag mom life. Too funny, and so the conversation keeps going. And so like, even if I do not jump straight into an invitation just after connecting with people. Like I kind of let the conversation go a little while. And because of Facebook, the way it works, once you connect with someone that way through a private message, then they see your posts more. They see what you're doing. They see what you're talking about. They'll see your morning workout post the next morning. And it's just a natural progression of building that conversation, building that relationship. And so like that brings me to the point, guys, if you're not posting on social media, then all this connecting and inviting goes nowhere, honestly. And so I'm not speaking to you guys, but I see so many coaches come in and they'll post 1 or 2 workout photos and then that's it. Like they want to invite people, but they don't want to keep up the posting part. And so if you're not posting about your workouts, if you're not sharing value on social media, then connecting with people is not going to do any good if they go to your page and they find nothing, related to a challenge group or related to healthy eating or related to working out. So these connections and these invites are only good if you're doing the posting part. Okay. So I just want to make that clear. If you're watching this recording, make sure that you're posting on social media 3 to 5 times a day, because that's where people build trust. That's where they learn to trust you. Your consistency. If you're just showing up every now and then, if you're eating a pizza twice a week, they're just not gonna follow. They're not gonna trust you, and so that's important. All right. Do you guys have any questions about that?
You're good? Posting's the easy for me.
What?
The posting is the easy part for me.
Yeah, it's funny. I love that too, because like we're all so different. Like some of us, it's just super easy to post a workout selfie. That was really hard for me in the beginning. For some of us, the inviting, like Tracy she just invites people. She just says, hey, you should do this challenge group with me, and and so like, but we're all just different. And so we're all different. I think we can all learn from one another too, but one of the big things, like as you're sitting down tonight to do your power hour, if you're doing your power hour tomorrow, the next day, guys, like sit down and like psych yourself up. It can be through prayer. I know a lot of times that I'll just sit down and say, God, help me to connect with the people that you want me to connect with and help me to be confident in that. Or just God, give me the confidence to really help this person, because if we're not confident, they sense that. So, as you're sitting down to do it, like tell yourself, you know, I have a purpose here and I have a mission here. Or, you know, you can even tell yourself, I'm the greatest coach in the world. This person is going to benefit from this challenge group so much. And, you know, that will come through in your post. And so, you know, you've got to believe in what you're doing too before you expect somebody else to do it. So post number 2, follow-ups. All right. 75% of challenge packs, coach signups are done through follow-ups. For me personally, you know, I definitely, there are those days where I start a conversation with someone, or they message me, or they fill out my form, or I invite them, and it just goes, you know, just goes smoothly. That is very rare. Following up has got to be a part of something of your power hour every day. You know, like I'll have people that I talk to once or twice before they commit. I'll have people that it takes months or weeks. And so you have to be following up. And I honestly, you know, like it says in this post here, I don't settle when they say not right now. I don't settle when they don't get back to me, or when they give me an objection. To me, that's just an opportunity for me to educate them. To me, that means they don't have all the information that they need to make a commitment. And now, is everyone going to commit to a challenge pack and a challenge group? No, but everybody can benefit from it. Okay. And so, like, I want to make sure that I have educated someone fully before I just let it go. Okay. And even when they say no, I don't let it go. Like, I just put them on my later list. I offer to help them, and then I keep moving on. I invite someone else. Okay. So follow-ups have to be part of your daily power hour. And so here are some examples. This is one that I took from Melanie. It says, so let's see. Let's see. Okay. It says, girl, okay, I was thinking about you tonight. Your picture popped up in my newsfeed. When we first talked, you told me about your daughter and about her 2nd birthday and how you wanted to be able to cover her party and presents. This is about coaching. And it says, when you told me that, I got chills, because I can't guarantee success, but I can guarantee that if you keep your mind in it and work hard, then, you know, success is possible. When you stopped responding, I got sad, and I don't want your hang up to be, I don't want your hang up is, I don't know what your hang up is, but I do know that if you never give it, it's kind of long. Y'all can read it. So like for a challenge group, if somebody has messaged me about a challenge group and they're really interested and they don't respond to me for like 3 days, I will send a follow-up message, and here I'm going to post it in the comments below. I'll say, hey girl, I haven't heard back from you. I know you were super ready to get started. I've still got 1 spot left, and it's got your name on it, but I need to know by tomorrow if you want to do it. I would love for you to. Are you still in? That's like a follow-up message that I would send to somebody who I knew like was super. How many times have you gotten that person that's like, yeah, I want to do it. Give me all the information. You send in the link and then zip, nothing. And so like, I want to create that sense of urgency. I want them to understand that there is value in my challenge groups. That's why I use the, you know, I've only got 1 spot left, or the deadline to sign up is tomorrow. You know, and I always say, you know, I can't guarantee you a spot in my next one because this one's already full, but if you want to do it, let's do it, you know? So I definitely want to create that sense of urgency and give them the motivation to either tell me yes or to tell me no, because like, even if they just tell me no, that's fine. I can move on. I can put them on I can say, can I follow up with you next month or in January? And I put them on a different list, right? But I hate that hanging over me. Like, they say they're going to order, but they're not, you know? And so like, I don't like that. And so I want an answer. So I will send follow-up messages. I send them all the time. And so like, I shared this with you guys. I'm going to share it with you again. My Google Sheets that I keep up with. That's how I track. And so I keep up with who I'm talking to through this spreadsheet. And this really is working for me so much more than anything else ever has. And so like, I'm going to scroll over so y'all. I'll share this. but this is how I know who to follow up with. So these are conversations that I have. I have a list for connections, and I just make comments on how I connected with them, whether they like to post, whether they message me, or whether I just said happy birthday. This is like people from my like page. Friend requests that I'm sending. Obviously, I don't keep up with that very well, but I need to. People who've joined a challenge group, new coach signups. And so mostly these connections and these combos are what I go back to, because I even have like an invite date and then a follow-up date to know when to follow up with them. If they're in red, that means I probably won't contact them again. If they're in yellow, that means I'm just going to wait till later. If they're green, then they've already joined the challenge group. So that's how I keep up with people, and it really seems to work for me pretty well. So that's how I know who to follow up with. Do you guys have trouble with follow-ups? Do you need some ideas?
I do. I guess I have trouble with people that are, for example, right now I have people that are interested in the event, but I have tried to contact them and they don't respond back to see what I can do to help them. So should I follow up with them?
So you've messaged them already and they just haven't responded? Okay. Did you, like, when you followed up with them, what did you say?
With this girl, I asked her, like, I saw that she was interested. She wasn't my friend. She was my cousin's friend. And I saw that she clicked on interested. And so that the group was starting on the 21st. And I wanted to know what did the group interested and if she was already following a program or she needed help with something.
Okay. And she just didn't respond? Okay. What I would do is just say, hey, I am kind of wrapping up the last minute, details of my group. I know that you were interested in doing the group, and I wanted to make sure that if you still wanted to, I could answer your questions and help you get started. So do you want to join? Can you let me know by tomorrow and we can chat and get started? Or just say something like that. If she doesn't respond, just put her on your connected list and keep moving.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, let's send out some follow-ups and just y'all comment when you're done. And so one thing too, I know time is an issue for a lot of people, but if you don't have time to sit down and come up with 3 or 4 people every day to invite, to connect with. Sit down on a Sunday afternoon or on a Sunday night or just on Monday night or something after a call. Sit down and connect with 20, 25, 30 people, send some invites, and then take the rest of the week to kind of do your follow-ups. I have a really good friend who's a coach. She does that. She'll sit down once a week and send out 30 invites or 30 connections with people. And then so as the week goes on, she just slowly follows up with those people. And so that's one approach to doing it as well. So follow-ups are definitely, and they don't take a lot of time. They really don't take a lot of time. You may take a lot of time trying to figure out how to word it, but in reality, once you just kind of get into the habit of it, that you just get used to saying, hey girl, do you want to join? Do you have any questions? Let me know today because I've got 1 spot left, and if you want it, it's yours. If not, that's fine. I'm going to give it to somebody else, and so it's really pretty easy, and it sounds a little cold, but people really want to be they want you to be direct. And those invites, those direct invites, I love an event page. I like using the event page now. I just share it and I will invite people to it, and I'll follow up and I'll say, hey, I sent you a message to this challenge group or to this challenge group that I'm going to do starting such and such date. I'll say just in a short sentence, we're going to work out, we're going to eat clean, we're going to, dig into God's word, and we're going to hold each other accountable. If you're interested in starting with this, let's, just let me know. And we can talk some more. That's all I do. And that's how I connect and I invite people. And I know that invites seem uncomfortable at first. Even now, guys, I still sometimes seem uncomfortable doing invites. But again, it's just that switching that thinking in my brain that this challenge group could help this person. You know, Shakeology could help this person's health. Working out and eating clean could give this person self-esteem because I did all those things for me. And so when you go into that intention with that purpose, it makes a difference. And you never know who needs right now. So I'm going to challenge you. This next post is just to reconnect with people. So send 3 random people a message. People maybe that aren't on your list right now, people that you went to high school with, or somebody maybe that you used to go to church with, or something like that. You know, like I really believe, like honestly, guys, I say it a lot, but if you're praying over your business, I believe that God's going to connect you with the people that He wants you to be connected with. And so this next post is not about inviting to a challenge group. It's not about, like making a connection just so you can invite people to a challenge group. It's just about being real, having no hidden agenda, and just truly 100% connecting with someone just to kind of encourage someone today. So like go look, it can be a friend of a friend. It can be a friend of your brother's. It can be, it can be a coworker from a long time ago. But just, send somebody a message right now, somebody that's online right now, and just say, hey girl, I was thinking about you. I hope you're having a great day. And if you ever want to talk, I'm here. I'd love to catch up. And how good does it feel just to get a message from somebody? How good does it feel?
Funny. I look in my.
What?
I said it's so in my. I slide over to see who's online, and I see Jade Whitehurst, Tracy King, JJ, Alicia Knight. It's all Beachbody people.
Well, it brings up the people that you interact with the most, but and as you scroll down, you'll get deeper in. Yeah, that is funny.
I just got tickled when I first looked over there. I thought, well, they don't want to hear all this from me.
No, probably not. And it may seem trivial. To some people, like sitting here and just sending people a message with absolutely no business intention whatsoever may seem kind of silly, but I think we're about more than just successful points and just about, challenge packs. Like I really want our team, just like we talked about at our retreat, Becca, like I want it to be about love. I want to be about loving on people. And I think that if that's our true intention, that, our business will naturally grow. We'll naturally make those connections and friendships with people, and it will turn into hopefully helping people through a challenge group. But if not, like you just sent somebody a happy message and hopefully made their day, So this is something I do every single day. Like I connect with people, just send messages. So once you guys have that done, just comment done on that post number 3. Let's add one more. All right. So this next one is easier. This next one takes like seconds to do, but like 5 minutes. So your next assignment, this is something you should be doing every day in your power hour, is to find 3 people on Facebook. Make sure they're typically not mutual friends with other coaches, or make sure they're not coaches themselves, and request them as friends. So this can be high school friends, people again that you went to college with, church with, people that are in your kids' mommy group, or like your kids' teacher, or maybe like a coworker of your husband's or something like that. Just go and find 3 people to let's see, hold on, to add to your friends list. And one way, I don't really like to do it this way, you can do that through groups, which we'll talk about that another time. But one way that I really like to do it, and I was explaining this to Christy the other day, is I will find somebody. So like, let me share my screen. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen with you. For example, I'm gonna share my college roommate. I might go to, and Ashley, she's from Ohio. She lives in California, so obviously it's not going to be a whole lot of people around here. But I will find a picture of, or a post that she did that got like a lot of traction, and I will go through there and I will just send some friend requests to people that that we have in common. So like friends that we have in common. So this one's of her kids. So I can click on this, I can go through there, and I can look and see who I'm not already friends with, and I can just click add friend. Like I can, I'll look a lot of times, but some of these people you can just tell by their picture. Like I'll send like 3 friend requests. And so we have a connection already, but it's not people around here. It's not people that my coaches would be friends with. And it just gets me, creates those connections and those friendships through social media, and brings new people to see what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. So just add 3 friends. When you're done, click done. This one's easy. And a friend of mine who's a coach, has been a coach about the same time as me, she said, oh my goodness, you have like 3,000 something friends on Facebook. And she said, how did you do that? I said, when Melanie told me as a brand new coach to add 3 new friends on your Facebook feed every day, I just did it. Like I've done it every single day that I've been a coach, So, I started out with like 150 friends, and now I have like over 3,000. And do all those 3,000 people follow me? Have they all messaged me? No, but it sure has increased the number of people that see what I post. Okay, so that's the easy part, and that's definitely like seriously every day. Add new friends to Facebook. That's a big part of our business. All right. So this next one is one that I love to do as well. In the next 5 minutes, let us go into your challenge groups and just post, post, ask them how they're doing with their goals. Like ask how you can help them. Are they drinking Shakeology? Share a Shakeology recipe. Say, hey guys, how you doing? Do you need help with recipes or getting motivated? Is your why still the same? Just pop into your challenge groups and say, how can I help, basically? Or you can post a, let's see, let me post this. Timmy does these really cool, like little check-in images every day. I'm going to post one here for you guys. Just post a check-in image and share your check-in and ask them to check in as well. So here, I'll show you one. No. Okay. I posted that in the comments of that last post. There you go. Just check in and say, can I share, do you guys need help with recipes for next week? Did you get to follow your meal plan today? Make sure you check in and rate your day, and just offer help that way. So I just posted in mine. I said, this is one of my challenge groups that's kind of like in the last week. And you know how those challenge groups are. towards the last week, people can definitely drop off. And I just posted, I said, how's everyone doing? Did you stay on track today? Don't lose steam. Let's all encourage one another big time. I'm here if you need a recipe or if you need a kick in the pants. Winky face. All right, let's see. Yeah. Is that something that y'all do on a regular basis? Like, I mean, I know we post every day, but do you ever go in there and just say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like my challenge group that I was just talking about, it has 52 people in it. And no, they're not all mine. Like, it's a bunch of our team members and their challengers and stuff. But it has 52 people in it. And I promise there may be like 13 people that post, which is still a lot, but still, I'm like, where did everybody go? And so, like, I try to, and that's another thing I do during my power hour is I'll sit down, not every day, but like once a week, I try to send out 2 or 3 messages to people who maybe have gone rogue, have gone silent. And I just say, hey, girl, what's up? You've gone silent on me. Are you still with us, or do you need help? Have you fallen off the wagon? Just let me know. That's what I'm here for, And so, like, I do that a lot. But, yeah, definitely just popping in or going live. Do y'all go live in your challenge groups? Obviously, you can't do that right now, but,
Tracker.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest reasons I don't love the challenge tracker, because I can't go live. But yeah, that's something I try to do a lot. All right, next one. So this one is a new vital behavior. It is not like it's just been in the past. I don't know, Becca, how long have we had done the recognize?
Like a couple of months.
Yeah, maybe. And so it's a cool one though. Like, I really like it, and I have to force myself to think about it. But I mean, I do it a little bit, but not every day. But I try to. So it's recognize. So this next assignment during your power hour is to choose 2 people. They can be challengers, they can be coaches, but go and shout them out. If it's a challenger and you don't have their permission to share something on social media, you can share a quote that they say and you don't have to mention their name. If it's a coach who's just like killing it, they're doing great with their posts, or maybe their nutrition, they're really fighting hard for their nutrition, or maybe they got 2 Success Club points for this month, or, they sent their BAT to you, or whatever it is. Like, think of 2 people that you can just shout them out and recognize them for their success in some way. And like, there's no success that is too small. Like, I have coaches who I know are scared to death to invite. And then they tell me, I talked to so-and-so today, and like, I just like want to hug them and say, you did it, like, you reached out, you got outside of your comfort zone. And, so go and shout 2 people out. It can be another coach on our team. You can shout them out in our team or on your Facebook page, but choose 2 people and just recognize them for something good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Is that hard to think of stuff for that one?
I just have to, I asked for permission.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to make a little thing because it'll be quick. I think I made one already, actually.
Should I ask them first?
Do what?
Should I ask them if it's only like a shout out for participation?
Did you ask them? Like, what do you mean? Where are you going to recognize them?
Oh, publicly?
Are you going to say their name?
Yeah.
Some people, I don't know. I think people are funny about that. Like, if you feel like they would be cool with it, like, there are people I could probably do it. But if it's like a challenger, I definitely ask their permission. But now a lot of times I'll share a quote and just don't say their name. You know, like if they say, I drank all my water today and I haven't done that in 2 weeks, you know, where they're so excited. Or like I tried on a pair of pants today and I had to go down a size, you know, like if I just use something that they say, I don't ask for permission unless, you know, I use their name or something or tag them. I'm looking for my next. Let's see. Oh, sure. I don't know how. Well, I'll figure that out later. Y'all done?
No.
Okay.
I did all mine in one post, though.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Ah, shoot. All right. All right. So that's really a power hour. Aside from your personal development, like that's a power hour. We didn't even take a whole hour to do that. And so obviously there's follow-up from like sending messages, from connecting with people, like all those things like I do in my power hour too. But that was really like what it takes to build this business, guys. Like those little things. It's totally that compound effect, building that momentum, you know, and just making sure you're posting and doing your personal development. But every single day, these are things that we should be doing. And so right now, this next post, it is something that I want you guys to do tonight. This, like it says here, you know, like when you do this every day, it becomes a habit. You see the results, the success from sitting down every single day and doing these little tiny behaviors. And I'll tell you that, you know, whenever I feel like I'm struggling in this business, when I'm doubting myself, when I feel like I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this, or I just don't feel like that momentum is there, that passion for this is there. And when I sit down and I look, I haven't been doing my power hour. Like I haven't been connecting with people. I haven't been sending out invites every single day. You know, like I'm not jabbing in my event page. That's another thing I do in my power hour too, is I jab in my event page. So, like doing these things builds the confidence. A lot of people say, I'm not confident enough to do these things. I'm not confident enough to connect, to invite. It's the confidence doesn't come first. The confidence comes as a result of doing the work. Okay. And so like, I want to encourage you, and I want you to encourage your coaches to sit down and do these things. But now tonight, like I want you to sit down and kind of make a list of qualities of someone that you would love to be working with alongside you in this business. Write down what type of person do you want to recruit. And think about that as we switch into coaching mode, because when I switch from challenge group mode to coaching mode, I still do a power hour. I still sit down, I still post, I connect, I invite people to the coaching opportunity. But I want to know what type of person that I want to work with. Write out 4 business goals tonight. Like when we get off the phone, it can take 5 minutes. Write down 4 business goals that they relate to, like rank. Maybe you want to rank advance this month or next month before the end of the year. You want to hit Success Club. Maybe there's a certain volume that you want to reach. Like I know that my coach shouts out people when they get to 500 PV every week. Your name goes up on a list. And I love to be on that list, because not just for recognition, but because it means that I am building a strong, solid business. So maybe you have a volume goal, an income goal for yourself. Write that down and post it on your computer. Like Post-it note to the wall beside your computer, or like when you open your laptop, you see it every day. And then when you come up with that list, like think about how you're going to get there. You're going to get there by doing these things that we just did tonight. And then personal development. Obviously, we're not going to sit here and read a book together. That's kind of, I don't know, I guess we could. But, like you can do that on your own. But like 10 minutes of personal development. Did you listen to the National Wake Up Call from this week or last week? Those are things that you can do. They're easy things to do, but they're also easy things to not do. But if you're doing them, you are going to build a business. And so like if you're comfortable, when you write your list of 4 things, post it below this post. Post it below this Power Hour post and share it with us. And let's get busy, like honestly, writing down our dreams and just even those big scary goals that you think, I've been trying to hit that goal forever and haven't been able to do it, or maybe it's something that you haven't ever told anybody that you want to do. Like, write it down, and you don't have to share it in our team page, but share it with somebody, because when you write it down or when you say it to somebody, that's the whole reason we create these goal boards. Like I look at my goal board almost every single day. It's right there behind me on my blackboard. And, I look at it and I think about, I wrote that down. That's kind of cool. But then it triggers me to think, what can I do to make that goal happen? And so write down just 4. Write down 4 tonight. If you haven't done your goal board, we're going to be talking about that before the end of the year. But don't be afraid to dream big, because like I went into this business dreaming small, and it held me back for a really long time. And then when I committed to really going for it and, building a team and just going for it, like that's when the traction and the momentum really began. So write down some goals tonight, and you can share them with us or not. But that's it. That's how you build this business. That's how I built my business. Like I did a Power Hour for a year. I should have moved into recruiting coaches earlier, but just by doing a Power Hour every day, like I was able to hit Success Club every single month, run a challenge group, recruit coaches, rank advance. And so like, that's how you do it. There's no like big, sexy, scary, like you have to be a Tony Robbins kind of thing. You just have to do the work, honestly, guys. And so do you guys have any questions? Does that help? Anybody have questions about conversations? Like I've already, from the messages that I just sent tonight, like I've already got people responding back to me, So, that's what you do. Like if you wake up every day and you never have messages in your inbox, then you're not doing your job. Okay. So you should have messages from at least one person every single day. All right. If you have no messages, then you're not coaching. You're not out there connecting. You're not inviting. And so that is what our business is built on, relationships. And that's how we connect. Get on the phone with people. Send voice messages. I love to send those voice memos through Facebook Messenger. People love that. They're like, oh, I didn't know you could do this. And they send me one back, And so like, just get personal, get real with people. And that's all, that's what it's about. Just investing in people and doing the work. Yeah. Cool. Have any questions? Share it with your coaches. Teach them how to do it. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Good night.